Welcome everyone to La Cuisine de Chlorophylle. So for those who do not know who Chlorophylle is, it's a little nonprofit that I created already, well, exactly actually 10 years ago. It was in 2016 that we incorporated. Um, we are all volunteer animal advocacy group. We have a little micro sanctuary here in the backyard with a few chickens and, well, Sky, our dog. All of our animals have been rescued from either the egg industry or the meat industry. So one of the things I love to do is showing people how delicious plant-based food is. So today we are doing a summer barbecue because, yeah, it's summer. And we love barbecues. So we will have a chili cucumber soup. We will have a hearty bean salad. And we will make two types of skewers. Both tofu based, but like very different. One is going to be marinated, and the other one is more like you have not planned in advance and you just want to make something. So without grilling tofu, without really marinating it. And then as a bonus, I'm going to show you how to make yogurt because I'm going to use yogurt actually for the cucumber soup. So this is the menu. I'm going to do things not in that order. I'm going to do things in the order of what takes the longest first. So you can see everything hopefully cooked by the end of that class. If you have any questions, please write in the chat because my friend Carrie, I forgot to introduce you. So this is Carrie. She's my best friend. We do many, many things together. And she's going to be watching the chat and basically tell all your questions out loud so I can hear them, try to answer them live. And she also is going to give you, tips and links as we go. Behind the camera is Peter, my dear husband, who is trying, always fighting with the IT part of that.
We can flip it so everyone knows who Peter is.
No. He likes to be behind the camera. Okay, well, let's start.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's start. I'm going to show you how to make a veggie tofu skewer. So when you want to make skewer, you want to use a very firm tofu. And I love this brand. It's called Hodo. It's actually a local brand. It's made in Auckland. Their factory is in Auckland. And you want to really go for the extra firm tofu. And the reason you want that is because we are going to put them on skewers and you don't want them to fall apart. Okay? So let's start. And I don't know how much, you're all familiar with making tofu. It could sound, a bit, I would say, scary at first. But basically, tofu is one of the best ways you can add proteins. I mean, it's based on soy. You all know that. This one, because it's so firm, I should wash my hands first. Mm-hmm. Oh, in the email I sent you, maybe? Yeah, otherwise I can send all the links after if you can't. Okay, so the cool thing about those extra firm tofu, there is really very little water, so you really don't need to press it. And so I'm going to butter my tofu. What I want is little cubes that I can, put on my skewer. So I'm going to get them in three like that. I mean, you're thinking, bite-size cubes. Okay, So I have my tofu ready. Now I'm going to make the marinade. So follow me here. I am a blender girl. I mean, I put everything in my blender and just press the button. You could just whisk everything if you want. But I really like, I mean, that does the best for me. You know, it's really emulsify everything really nice. Okay, so 1 garlic clove. So I have these tiny little garlics from the garden I just harvested. But they're kind of small. So the recipe called for 1 garlic. I'm going actually to put 2 tiny ones. I'm going to put mustard, Dijon mustard. And this is a marinade that's a bit different from the typical, you know, soy sauce, sesame oil marinade. The other one will have more of that. So this is more, I like this one because it's different. It was 2 tablespoons. So 2 tablespoons of that. Then you put some vinegar. I like to use apple cider vinegar. Precision in cooking is not required. 1 tablespoon. And I'm going to use another tablespoon for that. I pressed lemons. I have a lot of lemons in the garden too. So 1 tablespoon. Lemon juice, 1 tablespoon maple syrup. So we are doing this spicy, but a little bit sweet. And then I'm going to add some oregano, a teaspoon of that. Don't take notes. All the recipe, I'm going to send that to you after the class, or maybe tomorrow. Salt, excuse me. Half a teaspoon. I want some pepper too. And then I want a quarter, I think I have a quarter here. A quarter cup of olive oil. So I'm really making, it's kind of vinaigrette if you want. Okay, now I put that in the blender to mix. So my blender is pretty loud. So it may be possible that the sound on Zoom is going to go totally silent. Don't worry, it will come back as soon as I stop it. Okay? Ready? Go. This one is silent. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so my marinade, I want to show it to you. You see, it's very emulsified. I mean, it looks like almost like mayo kind of consistency. So now I just want basically to put my tofu cubes into that with that marinade. You could use whatever recipient. I like to use a plastic bag and just put my tofu in it. And then pour my marinade on top. So this is something you need to prepare a little bit in advance before cooking, because you want at least 2 hours to let them, let the tofu absorb the sauce. Best would be overnight, and that's so that's why you need a little bit preparation for that. Okay. Now I'm closing my bag. And what I like about the bag is this is how I mix to make sure everything is well coated. There are other ways of doing, but that's one way. Okay. And now I'm going to put that in the fridge for really best overnight. Okay. So follow me in my fridge. So I'm putting that here. And ta-da! Let's say it's tomorrow. This is the one I prepared yesterday. So it's already nicely marinated. So now I'm going to cook that tofu. So I have a baking sheet where I put some parchment paper on it. And I'm just putting on. Keep that bag with the sauce. We are going to use it later. So I'm going to save that here. Not spread your little cube on the baking sheet. Want everybody to be flat so they cook nicely. Okay, so that's ready. And I've been preheating my oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to put everything in there for 15 minutes. Would you mind starting a timer for 15 minutes, Gary? Okay, so that's part one of that skewer. So we are going to come back to it in 15 minutes when everything is cooked. Meanwhile, I want to show you how to make the yogurt. And I'm going to start with that because that's going to be the ingredient I'm going to use for both the soup, but also for the tzatziki sauce. So how do you make yogurt? Well, it's very similar how you would make dairy yogurt. Is basically you take milk and you're going to bring it to a certain temperature, which is 110. Add some starter and let the culture grow. So I love using soy milk, and I'm using the soy beverage from Trader Joe. I really like it because it's one of the cleanest milk. There is water and soybean, nothing else. So I'm using that, but I like the creaminess. If I just use that would be a nice yogurt, but I really like creamy yogurt, and especially more like when you do kind of Greek yogurt that we're going to, that's good for tzatziki sauce. I'm adding something rich in it, and I'm using cashews. You guessed right. So and those are raw cashews. I bought them at Trader Joe. This is the less expensive place to buy cashews. They're in pieces, which is fine because I'm going to blend them. So raw cashew, not roasted, not salty, not anything. And you put you put a third of a cup in your blender. Not 2/3. Yeah, but I'm doing a bit less, so that's so that's 2/3. Again, I will give you all the recipes. And then I'm putting 1/4 of milk. So basically what I'm doing there is making a very thick milk. Okay. So that goes in my magic blender. If you do not have a super strong blender like I have, you may have to soak the cashews first in water for a couple of hours. Or if you're in a hurry, you can just pour boiling water on them for like 10 minutes, and then you drain them. But because I have a super blender, I don't need to do that. So again, you may have some silence. Stay here. I need to go get the yogurt in the fridge. Any questions?
Can I ask one?
Couple recipes, your recipes for your whole site, and I also sent them the rancho gordo and the hodo.
I put a question in the chat.
Ta-da!
Did you clean your fridge before the show?
Of course, all my kitchen.
Question about the blender too.
Yeah. Do you have a sound deafening box on your blender?
That's correct.
Is
Yes.
that a new blender?
Yes, it is a new blender from my previous,
Nice. And also, Peter, doesn't the phone shut down the noise
The
too?
phone shuts down, it might shut down the noise completely, but the box helps.
Okay, so here I have my thickened milk with the cashews. So now I'm going just to bring it to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why I have my thermometer in my pot. And that goes relatively fast. So you really have to be watching what's going on. To put that, well, I need that later. So if you have any question, I mean, is anybody doing their own yogurt? I mean, of course, you don't have to, right? I mean, there are plenty of plant-based yogurt out there. Carrie, what is your favorite one?
Voyager?
Forager is a good one. Yeah, it's a very nice brand. What was the other one you introduced me to? Cocogen? Cocojun?
Yeah, it was a really unique name, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like everything, there is so many choices. You have to try a few and find.
I just like Voyager. I just feel it. Everything just tasty without it.
Okay, look, it's going almost there. Yeah, Keitel is a good one. Okay, I am exactly at 110. That's really fast. So now I'm going to put culture. And the best is take a vegan yogurt as a starter. So I'm saving the one I already made and I keep doing every time. But if it's your first time, just go buy a plain vegan yogurt and use that.
Marian Zalsky, did you say you use a starter for the yogurt besides cashews and soy milk?
This is the starter.
That you add to it.
Yes. So this is basically yogurt that I'm making, is whatever, little bacteria is in my yogurt is now going to grow into that milk and make that milk yogurt.
But you can also get a store-bought plant-based and use that as your starter.
Exactly.
So you make your first yogurt.
Exactly. I think we have, let me count, because I'm so. All right. So I put 3 tablespoons, and those are half, so that's why I was a bit. So this is 3 tablespoons of yogurt. Mixing it properly. Actually, yeah, I think, Peter, we have the starter somewhere. Yeah. You can also buy that vegan yogurt starter. It's a powder. And instead of putting your yogurt, you would put that. I think once you have it started, it's so much easier to get your.
How long does it start or last in your refrigerator?
So the yogurt can keep for easily 3 weeks. Okay, so that will go back in the fridge. So now this is my yogurt to be new yogurt, and I'm going to pour it into my mason jar. We eat a lot of yogurt here. So usually I double the quantity of what I'm showing you today. And that made exactly 3 full, those are what, quarter? Peter? This is a quart, right? And then I bought those little plastic lids, so it's really nice, I can reuse them. So now the key is going to keep this yogurt at the same temperature. So some people buy fancy yogurt maker, which is totally fine. I am more, I'm going to show you what I'm using. So you know those ISO bag where you put your frozen stuff? Well, you can put hot stuff in there too, and that keep it nice and warm. And I am adding a towel inside the bag, so I can tuck in my little yogurt, tuck everything nicely in. Close that and let it be for 6 hours. So I'm going just to put that in the hallway right now, so it's out of my way. But in 6 hours, which actually it's not a great idea to do it now, because it means around midnight I will have to go and do my yogurt. So usually it's better to do it in the morning or early afternoon, but not much later. So anyway, in 6 hours, I will take those yogurt that will, look like this one. Maybe that's not the best. Let me show you one that's. Because this one I already opened, it's a messy, but this is a brand new. Are you good at opening things? Thank you. So that's what would you get. So at 6 hours, you take your yogurt, you put it in the fridge, so it stops the bacteria to still grow, because they're going eventually to eat everything, and then you don't have yogurt. So,
question: if we use a yogurt maker, would the recipe be the same?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, because the yogurt maker is just going to replace my little bag.
I like your demonstration.
Okay. Yeah. Peter is showing me that let's go and don't talk so much. But yeah, please still send your question. Okay, how far are we on our cooking, our timer?
2 minutes and 55 seconds.
Okay, excellent.
Do you use sugar in your yogurt?
I don't put sugar when I make it, because I want to be able to use it for any purpose. So if I want to eat the yogurt with sugar, then I will add the sugar. Because, for example, I'm going to use it for the cucumber soup, but you don't want the sugar there. And I mean, people put flavor like vanilla, or that's fine, but I really rather add them when I eat them. Okay, so the tofu is, I think it's going to be good. I'm going to call it done.
Yes.
So let's take that out. And let's move that out. I need a bigger kitchen, Peter. Okay, so now it's time to make the skewers. So I use those, metal skewers. This is the sauce we are going to use that we saved. And then I'm going to make with lots of veggies. So I prepared onions, bell pepper, zucchini, mushroom. Your imagination is the limit, really. You put whatever you want to put on the grill. So let's start. I'm going to make one. Up. It's a bit hot. Let's put an onion, maybe a mushroom. Normally a pack of odo like that can make about 4 to 6 skewers, depending on how you pack them. But you see how important it is to have the extra firm, otherwise that would break at this stage. Let's put another onion, maybe a mushroom. It's hot. What do we want to put? A zucchini. I'm really making things up as I go there. So one more, I'm making an extra long, and maybe finish with an onion. And let's close it with a white. Okay. So I have this beautiful skewer. I'm going to save the other one for later, just in the interest of time. Is the 15 minutes? 15 minutes. Choop. Let me come back with okay, so I did prepare some in advance because I know we are I have so many things I want to show you. So here, for example, I put corn. So I did boil for a couple of minutes ear of corn, and I just sliced it. Okay, and that sauce that we save that is extra is actually going, you kind of squeeze it. It's a bit messy, but that's what, and I'm trying to, it's very messy. Too messy. I want to use all the nice sauce we made. Perfect. So of course, if you would have done that in a nice container, it would have been easier. Okay. So they are ready to go back in the oven for 25 minutes this time. You start a timer, Carrie, for 25, which is going to be perfectly just on time at the end. Okay. Now that this is going on, I want to show you how to do this cucumber sauce we talked about. So I need my yogurt. I need cucumbers. So cucumber from the garden. It's starting to give a lot right now. I'm going to reuse my blender. I'm not even going to rinse it because I'm going to put yogurt in it, and we just started the yogurt. So it's good. cutting the ends. That will be for the chickens. And then just like big chop. You want about a pound of cucumber. So I measure those two beforehand. And you could peel it if you want to, but I don't mind. Eating the peel actually is where supposedly is all the good stuff. But if you don't like it, you can just peel them. Okay, then I need a cup and a quarter of yogurt. So this is a quarter cup. So 1, 2, 3. You know, I'm going to open the other one. Where is it? And like yogurt, there is this water, which is fine. I'm going there. So there was 3, 4, and 5. So that should be a cup and water. Okay, then let me look at my recipe. Actually, this recipe is already on my website. 3 tablespoons of olive oil.
The chickens enjoy watermelon rind, don't they?
Well, they like the watermelon inside, not the rind so much.
Someone's asked.
Yeah, they are very spoiled, so they like what's inside. 2 and 3. And then I want some lemon juice, 1 tablespoon. 1 garlic clove. So here I don't really need to squeeze I'm just going to put it there. It's going to be bland. And a few leaves of mint. That makes it really nice and fresh. And then if you want, it's optional, but I like to add a little kick with cayenne pepper. Just a little bit, little pinch. That's a 16th of a teaspoon. And some salt. Salt. Okay, so, and we blend everything. I think I'm going to do that on smoothie mode. What do you think? Smoothie mode is not working, so let's do this mode. So I use the same mode I use for my cashew, which is the stronger, because I put big piece of cucumbers. I don't know if you can hear. Actually. Okay. So yeah, I was talking, you probably could not hear me. I changed the mode of my blender to the same as when I blend cashew, the stronger mode, because I had really big stock of cucumber and the smoothie mode was not happy with it. But here, look, you have this beautiful soup. Now you're going to chill it in the fridge until it's ready to serve. Very, very refreshing on hot days. So that's going to go, I'm putting it there, but it will go in the fridge. Okay, while I am doing yogurt things, I want to show you how to do the tzatziki. Where is it? So, because it's the season of cucumber, this sauce is really nice. So this is just shredded cucumber, half a cup of it, that I shredded and that I squeezed all the water out. Okay? So this is just that. Now, let's add a cup of yogurt. I'm going to take, I have the quarter cup open. So 1, that's a huge quarter cup. 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to add some lemon juice again, a tablespoon. I'm going to put just a little bit, half a tablespoon, so not much. Then 1 garlic clove, a little garlic, but this one I'm going to squeeze it, to press it. Then some salt, maybe a little bit more. And then what's make it really the tzatziki is the herbs. So I have some dill. So that's about a tablespoon of dill. And then the mint. The mint is optional, but I really do like mint. So I'm going to put about a tablespoon. And
Question.
Yes.
What kind of salt do you use for your cooking?
this is kosher salt. That's the one I use the most. No, actually, it's not true. When I sprinkle on top of something, I use the it's called the pink one, pink Himalayans, yeah, which I have in the grinder, like for the pepper. Okay, you mix everything really well. The cucumber, the herbs. And well, as a good cook, you should always taste what you make. It's good. Okay, so that again goes in the fridge. It's really nice with many things, but in particular with skewers. So our skewers, when they will be done, they would be really nice to serve with that sauce. Okay? Okay, next, I want to talk to you, to show you about making those tofu skewers when you are not planned. Like somebody say, oh, it's barbecue time, I need to bring something, but you didn't prepare the day before. So I'm going to show you how to make a quick marinade. Any questions so far? Because I'm going fast. I'm looking at the clock. Okay, thank you. So let me take my recipe. This is this one. So that recipe is actually, I want to share the book. I'm going to take a minute for it. I love Isa Chandra Moscovich. I don't know if you know her. She's one of the vegan cook out there. And she made that book with recipe for almost every holidays that exist. So you have like Easter, 4th of July, Passover, the Oscar party even, Mardi Gras, I mean, everything, Valentine's Day, of course. So that recipe is from her book. I cut the tofu, exactly the same tofu, but I cut it flatter. So they are not really cube, they are more like little rectangle. And I want to be flat because I'm going to grill them. So here I'm doing things in the oven. This one I'm going to grill on my grill on the stove. So that's why they're a bit flatter. So let's make a very quick, seasoning. I'm going to use tamari and sesame oil, and I think garlic also, right? No garlic, and olive oil. Where is my olive oil? Okay, so let's start that. A quarter cup tamari. A quarter cup. Oh, I have 1 sec. I need a clean cup. So you want soy sauce. I use tamari because I want it to be gluten-free. I also go for the 50 less % sodium, but that's really up to you. So you put some soy sauce. Then 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1, 2. What do you want? Oh, do you want to cream? Okay. What I would not do with bitter. So I'm starting just to heat my grill, so it's ready when I'm going to use it. Okay, and then 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. The sesame oil is nice because it gives that nice nutty flavor. Okay, and that's it. Mix it a little bit. Oops. And then I'm just going to put my tofu in it.
Should you use coconut leaders in place of margarine?
Sure. Yeah. This one is a bit thick. So yeah, I'm just putting them in one side. And by the time I'm going to be done, I'm just going to start turning them. So it's more like coating them than really marinating them. Up. Okay. And now let's prepare the skewers. I may use that as. So what's important is whatever grill you have, make sure your skewer fit in it. Because my skewer were too big, so we cut them beforehand. Okay, so the way I'm going to place them is this way, in the thin side. I mean, you could also make it on the long side if you want, but you don't want them like that because you want them flat on the grill. Oops. This one is not very. So 1, I'm going to make 3 of them. 2, 3. And for people that say, we need our protein, this is giving you a lot of proteins. And clean proteins. Up. Okay, so I have my 3 skewers. I'm going to do those later. I think this is warm enough. You want to wait a little bit? Okay. So my co-chef is saying we wait a little bit. So if we wait a little bit, I'm going to leave those in that. And I may start the bean salad. I think I'm going to start that.
The timer has 9 minutes and 40 seconds.
Okay. I think I should start. It's the teamwork here. So a little bit olive oil, just so nothing attached to your grill. Okay.
How hot do you get the grill so you do this?
So I put, this is medium high. And I really want it to be high because what I want, you're going to see, is I really want those nice grill marks. Okay, and that's for about 3 minutes. Yeah, maybe I should put that on. I hope it's not too noisy. Okay, so now let's make a bean salad because I mean, salad is always nice when it's hot. You can bring that to a potluck. But again, if you want to add, you care very much about proteins, adding beans is really a great way to do that. Rancho Gordo is a company that provides heirloom beans. They are in Napa, so they're also like in the neighborhood. And all their beans are delicious. Actually, it's Carrie that introduced them to me. And they have this bean club program. Yeah, so they are really nice because sometimes if you buy canned beans, I mean, they are good, but you have only so many choices. You have the black bean, the pinto beans, maybe some great northern white bean. But here, I mean, the variety, go on their website and you will be amazed about the variety of beans out there. So what I did is I prepared, using pepper, I'm going to bring all that here. I pre-cooked some black-eyed peas. So actually, they are not beans technically, they are peas, but they are those beautiful little beans. And I'm going to use that for my recipe. That's about 3 cups of beans. Is it 3 minutes? Well, let's have a look. Well, not yet, not yet. You want that nice charred. Okay, so I'm adding my beans. I'm going to add some shredded carrots and cucumbers. So again, cucumbers from the garden. Right now I have so many. I grated some carrots. And shredded carrot, cucumbers, green onions, red pepper, red onion. Thank you. And I think there is mint too, yes. And the rest of my mint. So that's what all the ingredients, and I'm going to make a quick vinaigrette. But before I do that, let's go check again on our little skewers. We leave them again a bit more. Oh, it's starting. I don't want to move them too much because otherwise.
What about the first one? You did the first one.
You think the first one is? Okay. Should I turn them? Yeah, okay. We turn them. What's nice, I mean, I didn't cut them super flat, so that's why some more, this is not even touching the grill. Okay, let's make the vinaigrette with my okay, juice of 1 lemon. This is basically whatever is remaining of that. Olive oil. I'm kind of, it's about half. juice lemon, a little bit vinegar. I have it there.
Which vinegar?
I'm using again apple cider vinegar, although the recipe says if you have pineapple vinegar, it would be a bit more fruity. But you want something a little bit fruity. Garlic clove. And last one. Squeeze it in there too. Up. Salt and pepper. And my pepper is over there.
3.5 minutes for your oven.
Okay. You will see. And what I like to do, the way I like to make my vinaigrette is take that, close it very well, check it, and then pour it. And now I just need to mix that. And you can really do that with any type of beans, any type of veggies. Actually, this little book of salad was actually given by you, Carrie. Yeah. You gave it with another one, which was a little book of soups. That was bean soup. There is a ton of recipe. Actually, if you go to the Rancho Gordo website, they have a lot of recipes out there. Actually, this recipe is on their website. I will forward that to you also.
We also have a section for vegan food.
Yes. Yeah, you can explicitly put a filter on vegan stuff. And even when it's not vegan, it's really easy to substitute. Okay. Here we go. So we have a salad. That goes on the side. Let's look at my little, oh, yeah, you get a bit more. Not as well as I wish it would be, but I'm going to plate it because that's going to be almost ready. So let's bring back that tzatziki sauce. Okay. Would be a bit nicer if it would be a bit more brown, but I don't want to keep you forever here. So let me take those out. So you can plate them like that. And the best is to serve with a peanut sauce. I'm not making the peanut sauce now because I don't really have time to show you, but this is drizzle it with that sauce. And then you sprinkle it with sesame seeds. And normally you put also green onion, but I put everything in the salad. So, oops. Okay, so that's that. And I think we are ready. How far are we in the oven? Ooh, that looks great. Yeah, I think it's ready. So we can switch that off. I'm going to put that away. And take this. Oh, they look good. You staying for dinner? Perfect timing. Okay. Well, if I want to make it really nice, I'm going to put that on a plate. But those are hot.
See if you don't have to burn them.
Not really. But you don't want to burn yourself. Okay. I mean, look at those. Well, yeah, but they look good on all sides. You see, I mean, honestly, admire.
If they were on the grill, I would.
Yeah, if you do that on a grill, honestly, I don't have a grill, so that's why I'm doing that in. Okay, and I'm going to put those away. Because I want to plate to show you all what we did. Whew. Okay, so here we go. We have dinner. The dinner is served here. So we are missing our soup. That's why I had the little bowl ready. We would serve that in a little bowl. Of course, now it's not cold, but so that would be kind of the appetizer. That's really fresh. Then you could have, you could have both, or I would do one of the skewer, serve it with, especially those, serve it with the tzatziki, and then have the nice bean salad next to it. So, wow, I fit everything in an hour. Any question? Because I went like super fast. I will send all the recipe, of course, after. But please, any questions on anything?
Margie says it looks excellent.
Yeah, it does smell. I would love to do one day a class where you guys are sitting in the kitchen with me, because then we could have a dinner at the end and eat all those things. Because now I have a lot of skewers in the fridge that is being marinated. Yes.
For the soup, remind me what kind of soup.
So this is a chilled cucumber soup. So this is the one we did cucumber and yogurt are the two main ingredients, but we added lemon and mint. That's my favorite soup for when it's hot.
And yes, we left the skin on.
Yes, and we'll have the skin. It's optional, but yeah, I like to keep whatever the good things are in the skin. You have to, and everything comes from my garden, so I know I'm not putting any bad, product on my veggies. Yeah.
Any more questions, anyone?
I hope it gave you some ideas to go to the next summer barbecue party, to a potluck. I mean, that salad, you can easily bring it. You can make it actually the day before and just put the vinaigrette, when you're ready to serve it.
Jan wants to know if we can have a tour of your garden sometime.
Yeah, yes, we should do that and meet all the chickens and everything. Right now, we put everybody inside their run, because when we are not focused on what's going on there, they are safer that way. But yeah, that could be a fun thing. Okay, well, thank you everyone for coming. And
Leon is asking, where is Sky?
Sky is outside. Sky is outside. Yeah, because she's not that nice with Carrie yet. One thing. I forgot. That salad is actually called for feta cheese. So you could skip it. Or I wanted to show you that plant-based feta cheese that I really like. It's from BioLife. Usually I'm not a big fan of all the vegan cheese, but this is a very tasty one. So if you want to give it a try, really nice. It melts also really nice. I don't know. Have you tried that?
I think I have with Philip.
Yeah. And otherwise, you can also buy some feta cheese crumble from Follow My Heart. So, yes. Yeah, I'm glad, Marian, that you are here. I mean, because it's probably late. It's what, 10 o'clock in New York right now? Yeah. So thank you for joining. I appreciate. Okay, everyone. I'm going to close our cooking class. If you have any question, you have my email address. Send anything. I will send you the link either not tonight, maybe tomorrow or this weekend for sure. So thank you again. Bye.